All right, so now we are going to move on to the last section of this first chapter, section E, and that is going to be problem solving with Venn diagrams. All right, so now you're going to be given a Venn diagram, and you're going to be given information about it, what it represents, and then you're going to have to use that information to then solve problems. All right, and then these questions here, remember, these are essential questions. These are questions that we should be coming back to throughout this entire unit. It's something that we should be constantly be able to come up with new answers or new ways to describe. So we should always be referring back to these. And they are, how can we represent large group of numbers? So what are different ways we can do it? What are some ways that we've learned that we can represent a really large group of numbers? And there's a few that we did learn. How do we define objects of groups, and why are groups important? All right, so for this video though, we're only going to go over one question, and then that'll be it. All right, so for this question, it says the Venn diagram alongside illustrates the number of people in a sporting club. So we know that this universe, this U, is representing anyone who's part of a sporting club, because it's telling us that this Venn diagram is the number of people in a sporting club. And then they say who play tennis and who play hockey. So here, this set T represents people who play tennis. Where's my marker? It represents people who play tennis, and this set H represents people who play hockey, whereas the universe represents anyone in a sporting club. So it says, determine the number of people in a club. So since we know that the universe represented anyone in the sporting club, whether or not they played tennis or hockey, or they didn't play either, or they played both, we know that that represents everyone in the club. So we will just go ahead and we will just add these together. So 15 plus 27 plus 26 and plus 7. So we add these together and we would get 75. All right, so for B, it says the number of people, let me change this color just so we can go from different color. It says the number of people who play hockey. It doesn't say the number of people who play only hockey. It says hockey in general. So that means we will go ahead and we will add everybody that plays hockey. So it's this entire circle. So they can play tennis as well. It doesn't say that they just have to play hockey. So we would add these two together. So 27 plus 26, and that will be equal to 53. Let me just label this. It's 53 people who play hockey. And this is 75 people in the club. All right, the next one, C. It will be people who play both sports. So that is this intersection where they play both tennis and they play hockey. So we will just go ahead and write 27 people play both sports. All right, next one for D. It says how many people play neither sport. So who plays neither? Well, these are everyone that plays both or either tennis or hockey. So the people in the club who don't play either is this remaining part here, so it's 7. So 7 people don't play either. All right, and then the last one, let's go ahead and do a different color if we can. I'm going to draw this line here just to differentiate where we're at. The last one, E. People who play at least one sport, so it doesn't matter if they play both, they just have to play at least one, so that's if they play tennis or hockey. So we will just go ahead and add these up, so 15 plus 27 plus 26, so that is then going to give me 68. So 68 people play, put it down here, play at least one sport. All right, and that's it. And that's it for this video, and that is it for the rest of this chapter as well.